Speaking of Canvey manager Danny Heale and Canvey striker Martin Tuohy, let's start with Danny. How'd you find that? Not obviously the result you would have wanted, but how are the players feeling after that?
Yeah, I was quite pleased, to be honest with you. I thought we've only been working on a bit of our shape really and a bit of our defensive play, but I haven't worked on nothing about attacking yet. So I was quite pleased. I thought we kept the ball quite well at stages, and our 2 sloppy goals, like we was in good possession and got done on the counter attack. But that's what pre-season's here for, and we'll learn from it and try and cut it out of our game. But on a whole, I thought the boys got some minutes. I thought our fitness levels looked pretty good considering it's the first one. So no, it's pleasing. Hopefully we can add to it on Tuesday.
That man George Sykes came back to haunt us. Was that always going to happen? Did you think that was going to happen?
Yeah, no, I'd say George is a good player, and I hope he does well there. He came in last season for us and done well and worked hard, and he's nicked to move to Dartford, and fair play to him. But say, no, it's like, if players that play for Canvey Island Football Club, and as long as they're progressing in the right way and making the step up and not moving sideways, then I'll pat them on the back and wish them all the best.
Martin, first 45 minutes pre-season, how are you feeling after that?
Yeah, no, I'm feeling good. Really, I did enjoy it. You know, it was a good run out, and there's a lot of positives.
How are you finding things at Canvey after spending quite a bit of time over at Hornchurch?
Yeah, no, I'm really enjoying it. I think I needed a fresh challenge, and obviously I spoke to Dan before, and you know, everything that was sounded great. So yeah, I was really looking forward to it, and it's going well so far.
So you had quite a good spell at Hornchurch. What inspired you to leave the club? Obviously, was it with them dropping down a level? Did you want to stay at this level?
Yeah, I did want to stay at this level. Last couple of years, I've sort of had a couple of injuries and stuff, and I want to sort of prove a point really.
With all the clubs in Essex, what did that man there say to you to lure you to Canvey?
It didn't have to say too much really. Like, you know, you get good support. You know, it's always been a big club, so didn't have to say too much, mate. To be honest, you know, I spoke to a couple of other people, but I was really, I was really excited by it. A few good signings. All the boys are good, so yeah.
Danny is a proven goal scorer. Is that the sort of player that we was missing last season? A prolific goal scorer?
Yeah, no, without a doubt. So we didn't score enough goals last season, and it ain't just about scoring goals; it's about creating chances as well. But we did create quite a lot last season, and we didn't have someone there. When we lost John Sands, we never really replaced him. So we've obviously brought Martin in now and another couple of forwards. We're still looking to bring another one in as well, and hopefully we've got our man, and hopefully we can give him the supply to get him up them scoring charts.
What are your hopes for the season, Martin?
We've got to be for a playoff push. On a personal level, I'd like to score obviously as many as you can, but I mean, I'd like a target of about 20 or something like that, 20, 25. But yeah, hopefully we can push on and go well. It's an open league, I think, this year, so there's no reason why we can't do well and push up the league.
So Danny, looking at the game, was it a bit hot for the first pre-season friendly?
Yeah, when I was playing, it was always sort of guaranteed first game of pre-season is always going to be a scorcher, but it proved to be today. But no, so the boys come back in this summer from obviously having their breaking out. They've come back in pretty fit, so we've done some hard running. Obviously, we've made them run again after playing 45 minutes, just so they've done a bit extra. And I'd say Tuesday will be a bit more of the same. Everyone sort of be a lot of bodies here and a few trialists, and getting people to just more minutes in their leg, and then obviously we'll cut things down for next Saturday and start giving people a bit more than 45 minutes.
This season the friendly's got quite a high calibre of opponents, not many teams from quite like a few leagues below us like we have in the past. Is there a reason behind that?
Yeah, obviously we Dartford, obviously with our setup down here with the pitch, obviously where it's in good nick, and obviously you get the teams that want to come down here. Obviously Dartford are a good side in a level above, so they're obviously coming down here. We've thrown Hornchurch and Avey, and obviously who are playing in the league below us, and Ramsgate as well, and obviously we've got the Southend game and Chelmsford and the West Ham games, obviously the marquee one, and we've got some tough tests. But I think we can all go and choose teams to play and go and beat them 8-0, but are you really learning anything from it? Are they really getting anything out of it? Probably not. So you have some tough tests, and it puts you in good stead for the season to come.
Back down here on Tuesday night against Chelmsford, can we expect to see something similar there?
Yeah, but more of the same, to be honest with you. It's just obviously the sides will get moved around a bit so people can play with different partnerships, so we can have a look at that as well. But a few people will probably get 60 minutes on Tuesday, and then a few of the others will stay with 45, and then we'll build from that from then onwards.
Fantastic. Lovely to talk to you both.
Thank you.
Nice one. Cheers, mate.